the bouncy bee loving Kylosaur Dinosaur Vtuber, and I'm just happy to be here. I hope y'all are having a fantastic Sunday. I remember what day of the week it is. I totally remember what day of the week it is. I'm so good at this whole thing. I was trying to get, let me see. I was trying to see if I could get some music playing without having to do the. I don't think it's gonna work. All right. Nope, we just gotta have desktop audio. All right, there might be a bit of repeats. That's fine. Hello, Nimby, hello, Andrew, hello, Shadows, hello, Wonder Waffle, hello, Kushane. Yes, this is my final, or this is part 1 of 3 for my final streams before I retire, or hibernate, as I would like to say. Hi, Wobbly, Wonder Waffle. But yes, after today, I will no longer really be streaming much. I will not have any scheduled streams. If I do stream, it'll be kind of like a once in a blue moon, so that's kind of why I've been calling it a hibernation. So I might poke my head out of my Honeysaur hive tree every once in a blue moon, but things will be a little bit different. I will not be consistent. I'm not having Elden. I'm so mad. I really wanted to finish Elden Ring yesterday. That was not gonna happen. And I did take a sneak peek as to how far in the game I had left. I have way too much left in the game. So I want to finish Elden Ring. I still need to finish Coffee Talk 2. That might just be unscheduled streams when I can have the opportunity, but it's not it's not planned. If you catch it, great. If you don't, the VOD squad is available. Or the VOD squad will welcome you with open arms. I can words. Wording hard. Ah, shit. But yes, honey, what's gonna happen to your channel? Yes, there's gonna be different parts. So this is part 1 of 3. This is part 1 of 3. So there are 3 different parts. If you look on YouTube, it's probably more easy to differentiate. But part 1 is I'm going to be talking about Otakon 2025, OshiSpark's Idle Harmony 2025, ANYC 2025, and Hololive English's concert, 2-day concert, all for one. So I didn't have the opportunity. I can't throw shit. Wait, what do you mean? It's not working? What? We can't save these nuts? Hold on. Is it not working? Oh shit! Wait, what's up with that? What's up with that? It hasn't been working? Fudge. Well, I thought I would be able to get nothing. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Well, shit. I don't even know how I set this up. I'm gonna be honest. I can't even throw shit at myself. What the hell? These nights. These nuts. Skill issue. You know what? Fuck you. What if I just say no? Oh. And then this should be the test button. Oh. I don't really know what's happening. Alright. Yeah, well. I am not an orange potato! What the fuck? I have no idea. Alright. No Twitch integrated throwing system for you. Have you tried opening it and have you tried closing it and reopening the program? God. Doesn't want to give. I'm not a potato! Shut up. Shut up. I'm not a potato. I'm an Ankylosaur that can break your bloody kneecaps. And also I slept in and forgot to eat food. I'm gonna be honest, I went to bed last night. I went in last night. Is that lined up? Yeah, that's lined up. I went to bed, or I didn't go to bed last night. I'm a table. Thank you. Okay, the trader managers just aren't working. Alright, you know what? I don't think I can fix this. I don't think I could fix this. This seems like it's a Twitch integrated throwing system issue. Well, shit. Nope. Alright, no Twitch integrated throwing system. If you throw stuff, you lose. Good day, sir. You lose. Good day, sir. Alright. Yeah, we're not gonna try and fix that. That might take too long to fix. Anyways. So, this is part 1 of 3. I will be talking about, you know, my con experiences and my recent concert experiences, mainly because, why am I throwing them all together? Well, it's because I got sick the week between Otakon and the 1 week between Otakon and ANYC that I could have streamed, and it was on the schedule. And then I had to cancel it because I just lost my voice. It sucks. So we're throwing them all together. Month of August, crazy month, did a lot of fun stuff. Also, I was saying I didn't really get much sleep last night even after all that streaming. And it's like, honey, why didn't you go to sleep? It's like, because I was making this presentation, okay? I was making this presentation. I was busy trying to do stuff for you guys. It's worth it. Anyway. So, I woke up late. Once again, I'm breaking my rule of not eating on stream, and I'm eating on stream. But to be fair, at least it's on brand. I'm having Honey Nut Cheerios. Oop. Anyway, so also, no, I have the incentives on the screen right now. This is from yesterday's Donathon. If you missed yesterday's Donathon because you were busy, you were doing stuff, I didn't want you to miss out on, if you wanted any of the individual incentives from me, so you are welcome. Just say it's for, like, if you are contributing for an incentive in the donathon, from the donathon. Fix your teeth, Tony. Fix your life, Order Crow. Ooh, burn. So if you want an individual incentive, just write like in the note, like, hey, I want to get this incentive from the donathon, and that money will go towards the donathon. If you so wish, no pressure whatsoever. But I want, just in case, like, I know for me, I always have the fear of missing out, and if like I missed my friend's donathon, I was like, shit, I wanted to get my name on the sticky note, or have my name and be in the donathon image. Then I would like, hey, can I still donate $5 and whatever, and be like, oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah, no problem. So I just want to make that available for you guys if you want it. No pressure whatsoever. No pressure whatsoever. Alrighty. Ikimasho! I think with that, that's all of the that is all of the bookkeeping. That is all the bookkeeping. I may be low to the ground, but that makes it easier to gnaw at your ankles. Kushane. Anyways. Otakon and Idle Harmony 2025. So I arrived. Hi Frost! Thank you so much for stopping by! Really appreciate it. Oh shit, that's not supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there either. You saw nothing. So I arrived to Otakon a little bit late. On Friday. I honestly was expecting something along the lines of like a little bit bigger than AB. So if you want to know the cons that I've been to AB, I've been to PAX, I've been to ANYC. This was my first time going to Otakon. Oh yeah, if you're minutes behind, you can just put it in 2x speed, and then it will catch up eventually. If the DVR is being stupid, you can put it in 2x speed. And just to shout him out, Frost Orca is one of the friends that I made at Otakon. So, and they also stream on Twitch, I believe. So if you want to ever check them out, they're really cool. I like was mentioned, oh, by the way, I'm a Vtuber too. And they're like, what? Huh? So we gotta talk more. But yes, very exciting. Otakon is huge. It is huge. I took this picture on the escalator. It reminds me a lot of like the PAX. It reminds me a lot of like the PAX exhibition hall. Yeah, of course, Frost, I got you. It was packed. And usually, if you've ever been to cons before, Friday is usually like the less packed day. It was still pretty packed. Like, look at all these people. Look at all these people. So I was like a bit overwhelmed. What's funny also too is I was meeting up with the friends. This is the first con that I actually got a hotel room with. Actually, because most of the time I just stay with other friends, like in their apartments or places, and then just go to the con with them. This is the first time I actually got a hotel room for it, so I got to experience the nightlife too, which was pretty neat. But I met up with a friend. Thank God they were wearing a very colorful cosplay so I could find them. Where is this con? This is in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. I think next year it's going to be end of July. End of July. But yeah, it's in DC. It's a lot of people. My friend who I was meeting up with, who I was actually sharing the room with, thank God they were in very colorful cosplay that I was able to find them very easily. And they were like, oh, hi honey, like welcome. Hi honey, like welcome, blah 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 blah. Let's help me pick up my badge because I didn't know where it was going. And then we went into the con hall. I was like kind of overwhelmed, like, oh my god, there's so much stuff here. So naturally, the first thing I like to do on Friday and like day one of ANYC is I like to go shopping. Yay, shopping! So I was walking around with some friends, again, going through some stuff, and these are just some cool things that I found. So like I found these derpy looking Hololive and other games and stickers. They also had keychains. It was pretty neat. And then I was kind of sad that this person didn't show up again at like ANYC. But Yen Pen, who did these beautiful card cases of like various Hollow members and also some video game characters as well. They were also at ANYC, which was pretty neat. Naturally, I got the Kiara one. Crazy concept. KFP, getting the KFP, the one with Kiara on it. Crazy concept. And I also went around the dealer's hall a little bit, and I found this amazing. If you did 100% of the, did you 100% the Artist's Alley? Yes. So, if you don't know me or specifically, I get very much like my personality type at cons is I want to make the most of everything that I can do at the con. Eggy, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube! Very much appreciated. One of the things that I really like to do at cons is I like to make the most of it because, you know, you pay a decent chunk of change to be able to go there, so I want to go through all of Artist Alley, Dealer's Hall, which is a lot, and if there's panels. Panels, normally I'm the same, yeah. How many days of ANYC did you go to? Imagine the comment. What kind of... I am a bouncy bee-loving Ankylosaur Dinosaur Vtuber. Thank you very much, Kushane. Click my tongue at you. No. But I did find this Resident Evil 8 Lady Demotress figure. It was very expensive. It also said please don't touch. But if you know about me and Resident Evil 8, is that Resident Evil 8, I have not played it, but I love I've watched playthroughs of it. I can't play Resident Evil 8 because of my automatonophobia, but I love Lady Demotress, and I actually have a signed poster of Lady Demotress from Lady Demotress and the sisters who played like Bella, then Daniela, and Cassandra, although the Cassandra actress, voice actress sadly passed away, but so mainly just Bella and Cassandra, Bella and Daniela, but still very happy. Trying to explain what Lady Demotress is to my mom is always very interesting, because she's like, why do you have this? I'm like, it's signed! It's signed, mother! And she's like, oh, okay. Why do you have this? Like, why do you like this character? I'm like, am I about to explain the entire Resident Evil universe to my mother? No. I'm just like, she's got superpowers and she turns into a giant demon. And she's like, you're going to hell, honey. I'm like, thanks, Mom. You're going to hell, honey. It's okay. All my friends are there. All my friends are going there. Ah. Okay. This was another cool thing that I saw at the dealer's hall. I didn't expect it to just start right away. Fuck off, girl. Fuck off, girl. This was another cool thing that I really saw at the expo hall, which was this little train set. And if you know, back in early Honey days, I would say, I like trains. Meow. And my parents would not let me have a train set because that's a boy toy. That toy's for boys. You don't get a train set. I was like, I just want a train set, man. I'm not reading that out, girl. You mother trucker. But when I was younger, I like wanted train sets and like toys that I guess were more boy oriented. This was just super cool. They had a running like train model set. It was going like around these various different dioramas. It's like, I just want to buy a train set. And my parents never bought me a train set when I was younger. And now, you know, I can buy myself a train set. It's like, what do you do with your adult money, honey? I buy a train set. But yeah, it was really cool. And also, I'm so sorry the video quality is so shit. I didn't realize that my camera's video quality was so garbo. Anyways, so this is another. I will say, like, at some point I was just, because one of the friends I was with is very gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but anytime there was half-naked men, he'd be like, half-naked men, we gotta go! And like would beeline it over there, and we'd skip like at least 4 booths to get for him to see the half-naked men. I'm not really into that kind of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So I kind of broke off. It's like, hey, I'm gonna break off, go by myself. Just kind of go through Artist Alley by myself. So yes, I broke off by myself. Very understandable. This is one creator that I really liked. Has a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. And I remember seeing specifically this Shadowbringers print and being like, I need that. And I bought it. And also, I've told you that I like Love in Deep Space. Shocker. I showed off my Love in Deep Space account yesterday. But Love in Deep Space, this is the biggest Love in Deep Space thing I saw. Like, I think there were some Dakimakura covers, but I wasn't really paying attention to those because I don't really use those. But they had like whole ass blankets made. That's a blanket right there hanging up with like Love in Deep Space stuff. Which is crazy. And that's my boy. That's Xavier. That's my Oshi, I guess. Bias. I don't know what the term is. Yeah. Love in Deep Space is like, I guess, the Gooner game. But I will say, like, one of the things that always keeps me attracted to at least the games made by Paperfold or Paper Games is they're the makers of Infinity Nikki, they're the makers of Love Nikki, they're the makers of Shining Nikki, also Mr. Love Queen's Choice. They specifically, their storytelling is really good and their plots get really freaking dark. It's a Gooner game, yeah, because it's, oh my god, it's an Otome game, it's a game for girls. No, their storylines get hella dark. So like in Mr. Love Queen's Choice specifically is always like the one where I'm like, you wanna shock people, is that you're the main character and then all 4 love interests, they are victims of child experimentation. And apparently in some alternate timeline, the MC, aka your character, turns evil and wants to destroy the world. And she's so powerful that she can do that, and there's no way to stop her. And so the only way to like stop the evil main character is to kill yourself. And so the main character kills herself, and that's how it ends. So it's like, whoa, that's really fucking dark. So they have some really dark themes in their storytelling, which is why I like them. I messed up. It's fine. It's probably fine. This was a booth that I was hanging around a lot because I was like, oh, all these prints look really good. Obviously, I love the Kiara print as well. So, yeah. This was my day one purchases. And what's funny is I was laying it out on the bed, one of my hotel mates, I guess, that I was sharing the room with, was just like, whoa, honey, that's a lot of stuff. I'm like, yeah, it kinda is. Oopsie daisy. Also this Nargacuga Monster Hunter print, instant cop. Instant cop. I wish I knew the artist. I gotta like do a Google reverse image search at some point, but yeah. And then another one that I want to point out is this one. This is Shubaba. I don't think I saw some of these things in your Hololive presentation yesterday. Probably not, just because they were like the card case and stuff that's in different places. I don't have my posters hanging up. I should literally just take a video of like flipping through my my two binders that I have of my art prints. Yeah, again, my Hololive stuff is kind of all over the place, so it's not in one collective thing, which makes it easy, unfortunately. So yeah, it is what it is. And specifically Fuamoko stuff, I'm getting a pedal Ita bag. So I want to make a Fuamoko Ita bag. Yeah. So anyway, I want to talk about Shubaobao. Shubaobao does a lot of more original art. I really love their art style, and what was nice is that I was deciding between two of their. I was like, okay, I'm only gonna get two because I'm trying to limit myself, you know. You gotta limit yourself on day one. It's like I have the rest of the weekend. But so Shubaobao, I was like, okay, I'm only gonna buy two prints. And I was deciding really heavily between two of her original arts. And finally, like, I made a decision. I'm like, okay, I want that one, right? And she's like, do you want another print? Like, I'll give you a print for free. I'm like, are you sure? And I was like, no, it's okay. And she's like, no, I insist. Which one do you want? And I chose one of her original art ones, and she's like, yeah, I was hoping you would choose that one. Like, thank you so much for supporting my original art. I love good original art. I love good original art. I have a decent handful of like prints that are just original art, so. Chew, chew, chew. Oh god, it's so loud! I did not think this through. Anyway, by the way, tip, if you're ever going to a con, bring plenty of cash. Whatever amount of cash you think you need, bring more. Support your local tax evasion. I mean, what? But yeah, support your local tax evasion. That is all. Continuing on. I met a lot of really cool cosplayers while I was there. I wonder, is Eggy watching right now? I'm gonna actually like message them like, Eggy, you're on stream right now. Probably not, I don't know. But anyways, so these are a lot of the cool cosplayers that I met. I was like surprised that people were doing freaking peak So this guy was super cool. The Pete cosplayer was really nice because people would take pictures with him, and then obviously he had the little homemade bing bong, and then he would give out little like button badges of like the various different like Pete badges, which was super cute. I got the one with balloons on it. I don't know what that means. But he was just like, he was like, here, take one, I insist, basically. He didn't actually say anything, but he did it with gestures, you know? Lamau. This is a Kirby cosplayer. The Pete cosplayer is so cursed. I do want to point out the Crocs. Out of all the shoes to wear at a con, I wouldn't think it to be Crocs, but here we are. And what's funny about this Kirby cosplayer is they are a bit short, so it's perfect. Not only just any Crocs, they're freaking mismatched Crocs. Yeah. Not the shoe that I would expect to be wearing at a con, but to each their own. Cute little Kirby cosplayer. Continuing on. We have, dude, this was the best Phelan Dungeon Meshi cosplayer I saw. She had the whole ass back here. Yeah, not only mismatched Crocs, the socks. The socks and Crocs. Socks and mismatched Crocs. Wild. Like, the more I look at the picture, the more cursed it becomes. Anyways, Phelan cosplayer. This was really cool to see that they made like the various different like dragon feet and stuff like that. But also how they had the whole back section too, because a lot of them, or at least a few other like Dungeon Meshi cosplayers that I saw, didn't have this like dragon part in the back, which was super neat. And if you don't know why Phelan is like this, then maybe you should watch the anime. Spoilers? Spoilers about the socks and Crocs? Fuck off, girl. How about you fuck off, girl? This was also, if you wouldn't have guessed, this was, spot the Uma Musume cosplayers. So there was so many Uma Musume cosplayers everywhere, which was really cute. So we have an Oguri cap here, and then this Taiki shuttle was so cute. I was like, can I take a picture? And I love when you like go up to a cosplayer and it's like, oh my god, can I get a picture of you? And they just like, they pose, you know? And like they pose in character, which is super cute. So Taiki Shadow character cosplayer, very cute. And then this was on the left. This was one of the coolest cosplays I've ever seen, because I've never seen a cosplay like this at all before. Oh my god, honey, I'm a picture of you. Oh my god, can you go jump off a cliff? I've never seen a Papers, Please cosplay. So it was really cool that they have, look how well made this like giant passport is. No, this isn't fan abuse, this is mod abuse, get it right. But also I don't take pictures of myself. I don't really like pictures of myself. Look how amazing they put like so much detail into the making the giant passport, which is super neat. And then obviously the Ezek Star member, I think, is their partner. Or at least their partner for going to the con, which was super cool. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing! I've never seen a Papers, Please cosplayer! Like, hell yeah! Super cool. Oh no, I missed it. God. I'm so bad at making these presentations, huh? Hold on. I'm really bad at making these presentations. Is this fine? There we go. Better. So now let's talk about the nightlife at Otakon. This was literally the coolest. I've never experienced nightlife after con. Most of the time I just go home and I'm like, I gotta prepare for the next day. But because I was staying in a hotel, I got to see like what the nightlife is like, and then I didn't have to worry about getting home because home is, or where I'm sleeping is here, kind of thing. So anyways, we have a Xavier cosplayer on the right. Crazy concept. They're so cute. I needed to get a picture of them. And then this is one of the best Rena from ZZZ cosplayers I've ever seen. Like, the hair looks amazing. They had like so much detail in it. It was crazy. And then finally, I'm gonna adjust this over a little bit now so you can see. I went to my first after party, which was Otakon Otaku Overdrive. And they had, it was like a very funny thing because they had like gaming computers that you could just play at, and then they also had like a dance floor, obviously, which was super fun. And they had like a bar that served overpriced drinks, of course, naturally. But first time doing that, and it was really fun because it was like, imagine you're just like at a club and there's like people dressed in cosplay. Hi, Creevy! I'm talking about free gaming time. I mean, true. But like, why would you go to an after party just to sit and play a game that you could go play at home? I do not like the club. But it was funny just being like at a club and there's so many cosplayers. So, after party life. That was really cool. Time to hide. I don't know, like, I feel like if you're gonna, like, it costs money to go to the after party, and if you're gonna go to the after party and just play, like, I think they were playing, like, Valorant or something, I don't freaking know. And not like party, like, the ones on the left here, they were not playing party games, they were playing, like, individual games. I'm like, why wouldn't you just go home and do that? Like, you're at a nightclub, I guess, and you're playing, I don't know, Valorant, Elden Ring, who the hell knows? But like these people over here, like this makes sense. You're playing Smash. You're playing like Mario Kart or something. Those are like good drinking games, you know? If you've ever played Mario Kart, like... Anyways, I'm telling y'all about my bad habits. Don't worry about it. I do not like the club. That's fair. Some people do, some people don't. I'm usually like, I'll go. I have to wear earplugs personally because I have very sensitive hearing, so loud noises can give me migraines. So I put in earplugs, but if like I'm vibing with friends, it's fun. And that's what we do. I wouldn't say like I would always want to go to a club, but if like friends are like, we're going to a club, honey, I'd be like, oh, okay. Anyways. Another thing that I want to point out. So this is day 2. This is my favorite autograph. And I can tell you exactly why. So I was like, I'm gonna try and get autographs from stuff. And unfortunately I couldn't get the one I wanted on Saturday, which is okay. But I did get this one, which is for an upcoming anime, which is The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess. And what I find absolutely freaking honey drink alcohol, she partakes in the devil's juice, she's going to hell. I know, crazy concept. They have little cards to sign, but they also had these little like stickers, which made it look like, oh, you should write on the sticker. So I'm like, okay, write on the sticker. So Kanako, Kanako-san, or I don't know how they pronounced it, Ayano-san, basically what she did, she took up like most of the room on the sticker. Also, hi Rain. She took up most of the room on the sticker because I think she's the main VA. And Hiroaki Sakurai is like one of the producers, or definitely more on the creative team. But what's absolutely hilarious is I was like, okay, can you write this username, please? Like, username wa ii desu ka? It's like, iyo. He fucking spelt it wrong. He wrote HONY. And then I'm like, chigamasu. Honeysaur wa iyo. And the translator had to be like, oh, mate. There's an E, and he's like, oh, daijoubu dayo. Did a little carrot with an E on it. Honeysaur. Username wa ii desu ka? Username wa ii desu ka? Iyo. Spelled it wrong. Absolutely spelled it wrong. So this is and it's like this little tiny thing, but it's like apparently I'm Huni now. I don't know how would you even pronounce that? Yeah. But yeah, add a little E. I don't know, it's funny. I think it's really cute, and it makes it very like a more memorable experience for me personally. Anyways, let's talk about OshiSpark Idol Harmony! Yippee! So this was the venue. I want to say that I was standing for like 8 hours straight. Because I started lining up to go to the con, or go to this from the con at like, I want to say 5 o'clock. Concert started at 8 o'clock. So I got there 3 hours early. Just makes it one more fun memory. Yeah, exactly. Like, it makes it memorable, which is why I'm like, can talk about it, you know? Otherwise it'd be like, oh, by the way, like I got this random autograph. I don't know who these people are. And it's true, I don't really know who they are yet, but like, they misspelled my name. Anyway. So, I was standing in line for a very, very long time, and not to mention then, before this, I had also been at Otakon, so naturally I was standing for a really, really long time. I do want to say the merch line was out of control. So, if you see my mouse, right? The merch was somewhere beyond this, like, sound section, I guess. I don't know, like the audio booth. I don't know, making sure everything goes right kind of for the concert, right? It was somewhere like over here, like beyond, around, you know, you can see the around this, right? Around this side. And I shit you not, this line, you know, started from there, went all the way here, went this way, or like went straight back, made a right, and then also looped around multiple times. It was insane. So it was pretty crazy going from like whoop 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 whoop, because I started about here-ish, where it just started the loop around, but it was crazy waiting for the merch, and there was only one person working the merch stand. I think they felt a little overwhelmed. But I was so worried waiting in line for merch that I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get what I want. Like, I'm not gonna get what I want, and I'm also gonna get a shitty spot for the concert, because, like, you know, some people just, you know, when you get in, immediately take the front. Which, by the way, if you're a tall person and you take the front, fuck you. Like, I know there's, like, group stuff and whatever, but if you're a really tall person, like 6 whatever, and you're just at the front gate, fuck you. There are so many people behind you that can't see because of your tall frame. It's terrible. I'm gonna do that now. Fuck you! What's funny about this, the board that they were showing here is that they only had one slide. I think they expected more messages, but it's okay. But you have been visited by the cakey float. Chant Suba Suba Sponge Cakey as the show as she passes by, and will be blessed with an unforgettable night of idle harmony, which is very cute. So, if you don't know, the performers were Pengi, Udano Pandora, Phoebe, PLP UFO, and Keiki Hime. So starting off, Pengi was awesome. So one of the things that I really liked about Pengi and Phoebe's performance, and I know about them, but I wasn't like super into them, but I'm definitely now more of a fan of them now more than ever, is that they did a combination with their VTubers. So obviously, oh my god, it had to be pre-recorded, but so Pengi was here, and she was also here on the screen, which was really cool. And the best song, and she had her little like minions too, which was adorable. She had her little Pengi minions. But she sang Gasolina. I lost connection as soon as I said hi. Oh no! Well, I appreciate you coming to hang out. We're talking about Idol Harmony, which is a concert I went to. Nice. Yeah, she sung Gasolina, which is like a freaking amazing song. She had some really good song selections, I will say. Like, she started out with Creepy Nuts Bling Bang Boom. And it starts out with her like on the, you know, just the VTuber model. And then she's like, oh no, I'm late! And there's like a little animation to Idol Harmony. And she then like popped out like in real life, because I thought like, I don't know, maybe it would just be a full song, but it was really cool seeing her just like run out, you know, because one of the things I think which is kind of annoying about idol concerts when they're VTubers is that you can never be sure if they're pre-recorded, to be honest. I did not take a video of her. Or at least I didn't take a good video of her, rather that I was like, oh, I should share it. Udano Pandora was next. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't convinced that it wasn't pre-recorded. Her set was fine. It was fun. It was still fun. She did a lot of like older idol songs, but I just, you know, given the fact that it was, I thought it could be pre-recorded, maybe like put a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, so I just kind of didn't take pictures. I was just sort of like, I'm just gonna vibe. You know, do the pen lighting, and I just didn't take any pictures of Utano Pandora. I'm sorry, but her set was really fun. And again, yeah. Anyway, Phoebe, holy shit, her performance was incredible. Phoebe's performance was really incredible because once again, you see, you know, she was doing the VTuber model and then her IRL self. What's also super funny about this performance is that she has like some sort of infection or something in her eye, which is bad. But what's super cool is that she has an eye patch that she covered in flowers, and this is the only time that you'll probably ever see her perform with an eye patch, which is super funny. So she's a pirate, and it like, granted it kills her depth perception, but it looks so cool. It looks so cool. So she sang some really hype songs like Sanwa B. What's funny also is she sang Red Eye Circulation, and I didn't realize apparently when she sings Red Eye Circulation, she crosses it or like remixes it with Smash Mouth's All Star. So it's like, we'd be like, and then she'd be like, hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. And was like, I was kind of thrown for a loop there, but it was still good though. Her new single, yeah, it was like unexpected, but it was still like, hey, that's pretty hype. I wish I had recorded it, but as you can tell, as you're gonna see from a lot of my pictures and videos, I'm a terrible photographer. Like, I'm a really terrible photographer. I've just admitted that. Like, when people come up to me and I'm with like a friend or something and they're like, oh, excuse me, could you take a photo of us, please? I just be like, I just pass it to the friend and I'm like, you do it. You do it. You do it. I can't take photos. I do not photo well in front of the camera or behind the camera. Hi, Seabot! How was your donathon yesterday? Sorry I couldn't stop by. I was also doing my own donathon, but it seemed like you were having fun from like the 1 second. Moroko showed me in cooking. Nice. Her new single, we're talking about Phoebe and Idol Harmony right now. Her new single about rainfall, and if you don't know, actually, she got absolutely fucked over by VShojo. She got fucked over by VShojo. Fuck that company. Because she was gonna join it as part of like the Idol group, but then they kind of declared bankruptcy. And they also owe people a shit ton of money, so fuck that company. And she was like worried that they were gonna crush her dreams. But I think she's still shining very radiantly. I don't know how I got like 21 subs. Hey, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar, real quick, just to go back onto the donathon, like, for the donathon yesterday, we had, like, over $1,000, almost close to $1,100. 50% will be going to the Xerces Society of, Invertebrate Conservation. But I was like, my initial goal of 500 was smashed. Like, they were like, throw it out the window. So it's kind of crazy when people come together. It's really heartwarming. And especially when it's for a good cause. So I was really surprised and shocked about that. P.O.P. was also supposed to be part of VShojo. So Mint got fucked over. Mint Phantom got absolutely fucked over because she was gonna make an idol branch, or she was part of an idol branch of VShojo that never debuted, and I think Phoebe and P.O.P. were both part of it, which sucks. It's crazy. So, fuck VShojo. Phoebe's still a shining star, P.O.P. is still a shining star. Her new single, Rainfall, was absolutely amazing, and I wish I could do a cover of it. It's not... I did mention, like, I am going to be doing a cover, posthumously, or a post-retirement cover that's going to be published at least sometime this year. Maybe. I'm hoping it will at least be in the year of 2025. But unfortunately it is not Rainfall. I will say that, but it's definitely something that I would like to sing. Maybe during karaoke. I don't know it well though. Okay, let's talk about P.O.P. Dude, I didn't know P.O.P. coming into this. I had heard of Phoebe, I had heard of Pengy, I've heard of Utana Pandora. I did not hear about P.O.P. I don't know how I have never heard about this lady. This slime girl with a heart of gold. Don't ask where she got the heart, don't ask where she got the gold. Hooray! She's amazing. Oh my god. P.O.P.'s performance. First of all, she chose some really, really hype songs to sing. Like, her song selection, I would say, was probably the most, like, banger, in my opinion, in terms of just popular songs that go hard. Like, she sang Uma Pyoe. You know, the Uma Musume song that goes, Uma Pyoe, Uma Pyoe, Uma Pyoe, Uma Pyoe, I need each fight. Like, she sang that. That was incredible. But, you know what also she sang? She sang Ice Cream from Love Live, which has become a complete brain rot song. And if you don't know it, it goes like, there's this part that goes like a speaking call and response. Yeah, she sang Uma Pure Legend. She caught me off guard with that. I didn't actually take a video of it. But she did sing Ice Cream. And there's a part of Ice Cream that goes, Ruby-chan, hi, nani ga suki? Chokomento, yoru ni anatta. Ayumu-chan, hi, nani ga suki? Strawberry flavor, yoru ni anatta. Shiki-chan, hi, nani ga suki? Cookie and cream, yoru ni anatta. Oh yeah, Zebot, you missed it. I was forced to say some nice things about SAO, and Skiddo was present, by the way. You'll have to go back and VOD squad that. But yes, she's saying Ice Cream, and I'm gonna play it for you guys because it was amazing. Let me pause this. Obviously, my recording quality is terrible. No, 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 yeah, 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 no, no, no. Ice cream, sukurim, masho. Sukurim, ice cream. Also, wait, pause. This guy right here, he was having a fucking blast. Sukurim, masho. Sukurim. Mochiron daisuki ice cream. That was fucking amazing. Todoke daisuki ice cream, masho. Sukurim, ice cream. Sukurim, masho. Sukurim, ice cream. Crazy concept. I like that song a lot. It's a brain rot song, but I freaking love it. Frost Orca, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hive. Now you get a note phone number go live. For to join Discord, super easy. I Discord in the chat to talk to fellow bees. Thanks again, friend. This really is a treat. All the best to you and stay super sweet. Thank you for the follow. Yes, I did get I am a tiny individual. In human form, I'm kind of short, okay? I'm 5'3" plus the button bonus. Shut up. Ice cream, masho. Sukurim, ice cream. And she also sang Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters, which is amazing too. Like, she had such a hype set list for me. Like, in my opinion, I'd say hers was like, she sang some of the best songs of like everything. And also, honey, didn't you say you were worried about VTubers and you were worried that they were not singing live or whatever? Yes, I did. The thing is that she pointed out specific fans in the crowd. One who was going crazy with pen lights, and she's like, hey, you in the balcony, the one going crazy with the pen lights. Can you do it again real quick so everybody can see? And he started like doing them, like he was really twirling those pen lights, and we started like cheering. And she's like, yeah, which was super cute. So you could definitely tell she was live. But she had some really good stream effects, which was super cool. Yep, liked her set. Can't complain. Very much. But la lo no es doctora. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the HUD. Now you get a note for whenever I go live. Feel free to join the Discord. It's super easy. I Discord in the chat to talk to Bellbees. Thanks again, friend. This really is a treat. All the best to you and stay super sweet. Thank you for the follow. But the main reason why I was here, and the main reason why I wanted to go to Otakon, and the main reason I really wanted to go to DC, was Keiki Hime. Holy her performance was amazing. First of all, let's talk about her dress. It was inspired by the tutors, specifically Anne Boleyn, and she was saying like she was an idol in Japan. They told her that she could never be center, and she always wore really boring clothes. She's like, I wanted to change that. And so she's wearing this beautiful dress that I think is absolutely cool and amazing and beautiful, and she looked amazing. Yeah.
This is the issue with frickin' ankylosaurs. They look like peaceful creatures until you get too close. And then they frickin' whack you. Then they frickin' thwack you with self-care club tails. I'm getting frickin'
Take care of yourself.
Tails with self-care.
Take care of yourself. What a cute model, ANYC. Thank you. I guess I can reintroduce myself. Hi, I'm Honeysaur, the bouncy bee loving Kylosaur dinosaur VTuber, and I'm just happy to be here. Take care of yourself, god damn it! And we are currently talking about my Otakon, OshiSpark, Idol Harmony, ANYC, all for Hololive, all for one experience. I'm really happy that you like my model. Anyway, Keiki, amazing. She's saying beautifully. I was so exhausted. Okay, she was the final act, right? She was the final act. My feet were killing me. I could not feel my legs. I had been standing for 8 hours. And then Keiki came out and I got the second rush of adrenaline and I'm like, no, I could go for another hour. I could go for another hour. I could definitely go for another hour. Yeah. Give it. Go, Keiki, go. And it was like, oh my God, I felt rejuvenated by that woman. Amazing, beautiful, fantastic. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about her. She also sang For Blood. I think that was probably one of the favorite songs that she sang besides her new song Super Sponge Cake. But yeah, she sang For Blood, which I don't know why you would be excited by that song, honey, but you know, I'm sure somebody can connect the dots. Also, her backup dancers, real quick, how much work she puts in. Yeah, it was crazy. The Drex says thank you for subscribing on YouTube, much appreciated. Yippee! The backup dancers were also really amazing for Keiki. It was crazy. But I think I have, yeah, this video. Fun Keiki. Hey, look at the backup dancers just going. Super sponge cakey. 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 Bubblegum. Yeah. Bear. No. Gotta get to the chorus. Super sponge cakey. Super sponge cakey. Super sponge cakey. Bye, Z-Bot. Yeah, Keiki's dream. her energy was amazing. Every time she just opened her mouth, it was like, yes, you have my full attention. And another thing which is very, very funny about the Keiki part of the concert is that anytime she went to drink water, they started chanting H2O, H2O, H2O every single time she took a drink of water, which was funny. And then at some point she switched to tea and they were still chanting H2O, H2O, H. What's like makes sense though, cause like you need water when you're performing that much. I don't know how like the other performers didn't do it and like stop for water, but yeah, pretty crazy. But you know, if you've ever been to an idol concert, there's always the chant for the encore, 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 and it feels like forever because you're chanting encore, and you keep going because you're chanting encore, and eventually you're hoping that maybe they won't do it because they're just like they're really holding on to the encore, encore, but then. After all this chanting where maybe you start to doubt yourself. I don't know if they're actually gonna do the encore brew. They come out and they did an encore do with all 5 of the performers. And they sang some of the best songs, meaning this one. Yeah. Amazing. Can't complain. I'd been standing for 8 hours, and it was so worth every single moment that I couldn't feel my legs. Oh my god. What's also nice is I went with 2 new friends that I had made. Hi, Pocket! Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I had met up with 2 new friends that I had made. I'm not sure what their usernames are, so I'm not gonna say it. But funny thing is I also met Liz, and if you don't know Liz, actually I should pull up her Twitter. Hold on. Like, the world is so small. I don't have her Twitter up. I can't find it right now. But Liz is a popular Hololive cosplayer. She usually plays cosplay Shiori or Narissa, and she also performed at the Midtown Matsuri, I think, back in July. I met her as well. Small world. It was like crazy. Like, oh my god, I know you. Hi, Paladin. Those VTubers are showing their faces in the concert. Usually they want to hide it. It's very interesting. I think what's interesting is specifically about Phoebe and Pengi. They are 2.5D idols, which means that they perform in real life and they also perform with their VTuber selves. To be fair, I think a lot of like if you think along the lines of like Lily Pichu, for example, she has a Live 2D model that she uses sometimes, and sometimes she uses face cam. Sometimes a girl just doesn't want to slap on the makeup to just sit in front of her computer all day. And that's when VTubing comes in. Because you could just use your VTuber model and it's amazing. So, yep. Pretty cool. And Keiki doesn't really use a VTuber model. She was a streamer. She was a flesh tuber, but that's okay. Anyway, so I got back to my hotel room, making sure there's nothing incriminating on this photo. I don't think so. Keiki doesn't use a VTuber. I got back to my hotel room and my hotel mate was speaking with this other friend here. Are you in your pajamas? No. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. I'm in comfy clothing. I did get dressed. I'm wearing actually a honeybee shirt right now. I figured I would be in theme for my last stream. I got a private photo shoot with my friend here who was dressed as Bunny Silverwolf. And I was like, oh my god, can you take like a sort of sexy shot? And she's like, oh, but I'm wearing my shoes on the bed. And I'm like, oh my god, it's okay, do it. Hi, Cameo. No, we didn't hit 100K. Dude, I was, that was a joke. That was a joke. But yeah, she was wearing her shoes on the bed and was just like, take a sexy photo. And she's like, I feel like I'm doing a crime. And it's like, no, you're fine. Put the shoes on the bed. Anyways. Sunday rolled around. And one of the main reasons I made it, friend. Thank you, Cameo. It really means a lot. One of the things that I really wanted to do at Otakon was the voice actor Sora Takui, otherwise known as the Lovelive actress who plays Nico Nico Ni, Nico Nico Ni, Nico 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 Ni. She was there, and unfortunately, I did not get her autograph. I was very sad. I was very pissed. Because I bought specific, like, Lovelive tapestries for her to sign, and I didn't get it, unfortunately. It was very sad. But I did do this Kumihimo bracelet weaving, where you, like, weave on a wheel. And that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. I made a new friend there. Still missed it. What do you mean, girl? And because I think I kind of went crazy because I didn't get the Nico Nico Ni autograph, that I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sign up for every single autograph that I can get. So I got Ryota Takeuchi, and if you don't know who that is, Ryota Takeuchi is the one who plays Ainsworth in The Ancient Magnus Bride. So that was pretty cool. And then Yuki Mokai was also signing with him. I feel bad. I don't know who he is. My fucking god. And then this was a really cool thing too, because Lancer from Fate Stay Night, or like Fate Grand Order, I forget which one, he was there. And I got his autograph. And what was funny is that I was waiting in the line here for Ryota Takeuchi, and then it popped up like, oh, you can get an autograph for this voice actor. And I like had to talk to the staff. I'm like, is it okay if I leave the line and then I rejoin it so that I could get the autograph for this other guy? And it's like, oh yeah, sure. But I was waiting in the autograph line, and I turned around. After getting my autographs. And who do I see but Keiki? This is what I am in real life. I'm just a yellow square. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Honeysaur is just a yellow square in real life. I'm sorry. Oh no. My secret's out. You know exactly what I look like in real life now. You'll see a yellow square walking around the street, and it's like, oh my god. It's Keiki! And she was dressed up as 2B. From near. It's not true, I saw your butt in other photos. My butt? Rectangle. We didn't need to hit 100K. We now know what she looks like. She's a rectangle. Sorry, my bad brain. Geometry sucks, okay? Fuck geometry. Like, why is there drawings in my math? What the? Anyway, Keiki was right there. The Holomine on Twitter? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, now you have me worried that, like, I accidentally revealed my face. And does it really matter? I'm retiring anyway. Oh no, you're gonna find out I'm ugly! I'm just a yellow rectangle! Anyway. Not your face, your butt. Oh yeah, my butt. Anyway, all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are square. It's okay. Every shape fits in the square hole anyway. But yeah, I saw Keiki, and I got to take a picture with her, and I got to talk to her. I'm like, oh my god, I love you so much. You were so great at the concert. I like got so starstruck that I lost my voice. And I also felt bad. I felt kind of bad, I'm going to admit, that this is Jean Wanwan, aka the very famous Kiara cosplayer. She was there as well, so apparently they know each other. People were straight up ignoring her and just kind of taking the photos and then talking to Keiki. What's funny is like there was about maybe like half an hour left in the con, and I was like, yeah, she's really tall. If you've seen her picture, if you need to search up like very good sexy cosplay pictures, Jean Wanwan's got the stuff. Like, she's hot. Objectively. There is no contest. She's hot. Anyways, so what's funny though is that in the last half an hour of con, my legs were giving out. So I was like, I want to sit down. So what I did was I actually went, I was like, where can I sit? In like a chair and not on the floor. I went over to the OshiSpark booth and like I was like, hey, how do I learn how to play OshiSpark? Playing OshiSpark, yeah. It's fine. Like, it's a game. I don't think I can invest myself into another card game. That, like, another TCG that I have to, like, collect stuff for is my issue. Because I'm already into... I'm into Magic. I'm into Magic. We know that now. That's not a secret I can hide anymore. I'm into Magic, so I collect cards there. And then I'm also... God, crazy concept. I also play the Hololive TCG. Now that it's released in English. So another card game is a bad, really, really bad idea. Anyways, but I sat down and like I was learning how to play. Oh god, I got a cough. Would have never guessed that those are the two card games. I know, crazy concept. But I turned around as I was like leaving, like, oh, thank you so much for teaching me. And Keiki was right there with Jean Wanwan. And unfortunately, Keiki was talking to like some fan, and he was very, very passionate. He was talking very passionately about like her performance and stuff like that, and how much he admired her. So I walked over to Jean and was like, I'm so sorry. I kind of ignored you. Who are you? And she's like, oh, I'm Jean, like, this is my Twitter. And then she pulled up her Twitter and I'm like, oh my god, I know who you are. You're the Kiara cosplayer. And she's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay. She was so nice. But it was kind of funny how I was just like, I wasn't trying to stalk Keiki at all, but I just ended up meeting them again after this photo and I took with the autograph booth. Which is funny. Anyways, but yeah, after that, after the con ended, so the con ended around like 4 p.m. I want to say. I went out with a friend, we got some Thai food. That Thai food hit. Okay, that Thai food hit. Thai food always hits, but it especially hits. Oh, I should put that back on my background music, by the way. Thai food always hits, but it especially hits when you haven't eaten like real food in like 3 days. If you don't know anything about me, the one thing that, you know, besides the fact that I'm a dinosaur, I get lost very easily, and sometimes I also forget to eat, which is why I'm eating on stream. It is cereal. It is cereal, yeah. So I'm eating my cereal. But I went to go get my Thai food with my friend, and god, that hit. Real food after eating like chips and like crappy con food like chicken nuggets and whatever. Oh my god, real food hits. What types of cereal? Lalo, take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. You know, look at my name. Look at my face. Look at my name again. I'll crunch one more time. Take a wild guess as to what cereal I'm eating. Captain Crunch. Honey rings? Yeah, I mean, you're basically right. It is Honey Nut Cheerios. Gotta get the ketamine fix. You nut? Yeah. Honey Nut Cheerios. Yeah. What do you mean lame? They're a staple cereal for a reason. Anyway, honey, what is this blurry picture that you took here? This, my friends, is the after party that my friends and I had. And we had a karaoke where we were singing a whole bunch of Cheerios, these nuts in your mouth. Oh, fuck, the nut button doesn't work. The nut button doesn't work. God damn it. Anyway, so we were doing karaoke, and the best part about the karaoke, you know, besides the fact there's a nut button, I created one yesterday. It's where you throw a peanut at my head. One of the best parts about it, the karaoke, was that these people in the next room over, who were obviously also coming from Otakon, barged in as we were singing. Shut up, girl. Barged in as people were singing Black Parade. And they just came in and were like, we handed them a microphone and they just started singing together, which was fantastic. It was so good. But what's also really fun about like a big group karaoke is that, you know, there's a lot of like hype around it in terms of, you know, first of all, you don't have to always be singing. Like if you do individual karaoke, or if you do like duo karaoke, or you do like I don't know, 4-person karaoke. For the most part, I feel like you have to sing a lot. But when you're in a big group, also Wonder Waffle, thank you for the head pats. When you're in like a big group, you don't have to sing all the time. So it's like you can take a rest. You can take a rest. You can take you know, you could take a break. You can drink some water. You know, listen to everybody else sing. You can just vibe. What's really great is I brought my pen lights. So I brought my pen lights to the karaoke, and we were all like vibing and jamming while people were singing like anime songs. Hi Gina. So we were jamming, and this is actually where I want to specifically shout out Frost, because I had never met Frost before, but like I met them at the karaoke, despite, you know, having been at the same location all weekend, but it is what it is. I met them at the karaoke, and it was really funny because I remember they were like holding the pen light and they were like taking pictures with the pen light, like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. And I like lean over to Frost and I'm like, is it your first time holding a pen light? And they're like, could you tell? Oh my god, could you tell? I'm like, yeah, I did the exact same thing when I first held the pen light. You're gonna buy one now, aren't you? And she's like, I don't know, maybe. I want to now. So that was super cute. It's always cute to see somebody like sort of discover idol culture. Cause, you know, I've been an idol fan since like, since around when the Love Live School Idol Festival game came out. God. Not the first year. I remember which specific event that it was, but I can't tell you like the English version, but I can't tell you when or like the exact date. But I remember like which event it was. Anyways, but yeah, we just had these people burst into our karaoke room and start singing Black Parade with us. It was great. And it was just so much fun being able to vibe after the end of Otakon with everybody. So, very, very happy about that. And that brings us to, Honey, what merch did you buy? Honey, what merch did you buy? First of all, wait, can I say something? I was speaking to Keiki, and I was like, oh, did your shirts sell out? She's like, oh yeah, thankfully they sold out, so I don't have to bring them back to Austria. I was like, okay, I bought like 3. And she's like, 3? I'm like, I bought some for friends. But anyways, these are the stuff that I bought. So these are like the texture or like the fabric ones. So I have my Keiki shirt here. I have the B shirt, which funny enough, I'm wearing right now. This is the little B shirt that I have. And then, if you don't know, I have an obsession with Dragon Quest, specifically Dragon Quest 9. So I saw this. I'm gonna turn on something else now. We need different music now. We need different music. No, not this one. How about this one? How about this one? Okay, this is fine. Anyways. So, Keiki shirt, my B shirt, and I got, they did have a Dragon Quest slime, like, shirt, but it was very expensive, so I figured I would settle for just a microfiber cloth instead. And also, I don't know when I would wear, like, a button-down collared shirt. Well, it was like a, you know, like the short sleeve button-downs. I don't know when I would wear that, covered in Dragon Quest slimes. So, yeah. Oh, God. So, now, these are the big prints that I got. This is the Shu Bao Bao prints that I mentioned. 1, 2, 3. The Shadowbringer print that I also mentioned. I mentioned that this Nargacuga was an instant cop. And then, funny enough, I ended up with this FANART print. I just wanted to let you know, comment, I appreciate you, thank you for all the time and effort. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gina. If you can stop by, this is part 1 of 3, by the way. There's going to be a... So after this segment, there's going to be the Otakon, or no, there's going to be the Frozen movie watch-along and sing-along. And then there's going to be, after that, which is around like 7 o'clock is my prediction, because I'm going to take a break between the Frozen watch-along and karaoke. Yes, Creevy's here. Wait, I'm skipping. Creevy. I started a Love in Deep Space photo book. I started a Love in Deep Space photo book. So, cause I was like, there's so many prints that I want. I'm just gonna get like I'm just gonna get little photo cards, and I'm gonna make a photo book instead. Cause instead of buying like the big huge prints that I don't know when I'd display. And this was it after Otakon. So I got like 2 pages of Xavier, and then Raphael and Silas. Cause those are my second favorites. And the art was amazing for it, so. Yeah, I was like, okay, I want to spend money for Xavier. How do I do it? How do I do it? 200 IQ, so smart. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I made a photo book. And this was what I just got for Otakon, but then I have even more I got even more for ANYC, which was crazy. I got so many for ANYC. Honey, take my wallet. Just like yoink it. Like, honey, don't let me spend money. I'll spend your money instead. I'll spend your money on Love in Deep Space. Yeah. What's nice about the photo cards is that they're only like around $5 to $7, so it's like, oh, it's just $5 for a photo card. Instead of like $30 for a giant print that I'm never gonna hang. Now I can flip through this photo book and be like, or this photo card book and be very happy. So I like it. But anyways, going back to previous merch. I ended up with this Fine-On print, which was funny because somebody was like, we have an extra Fine-On print. Does anyone want it? And I'm like, I'll take it if nobody wants it. And I looking at it closer, it's really nice. It's by Strawberry Macchiato specifically. The Lumiere ones look nice. Oh yeah. I can't wait to I'm gonna like Creevy, I'm gonna individually take a photo of like all my photo book pages and send it to you so we can just like fangirl about it. But I'm really glad you're here to see at least like the first part of the photo book. Anyways. So this is art. So these are the smaller prints that I got. Funny enough, I actually bought... Thank you, honey. I accidentally bought 2 of these Ponyo prints. So I gotta find somebody to give them the Ponyo print too. Ponyo is honestly my favorite Ghibli movie, I would say. I know it's like, it's somewhat underrated, so whenever I see a Ponyo print, I'm like, I need it. This is the one thing of Phoebe's that I bought specifically. I bought this like signed card because I'm like, first of all, I'm a sucker for limited edition signed things. So I was like, and it was like, I don't know, decently cheap. So I was like, I'm buying it because I was already buying so much Keiki merch. I basically went up to the merch line. I was just like, give me all the Keiki merch. Give me all of the Keiki merch. It's like, okay. And then it's like, and she's like, do you need anything else? Like, and then she like was starting to calculate the total. I'm like, also a Phoebe card. And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah. So I got some art. I like jellyfish, crazy concept. I use Aurelia and Elden Ring a lot, so I got a jellyfish print because it's very cool and peaceful. And naturally, I got some holo prints. So this is like my small prints. This is the miscellaneous series. So I got Matekana Tannhauser. By the way, I DM'd you a link on Discord, but it's on Discord right now. Probably during the final one during karaoke or co. I'm trying to keep myself a bit on a time limit So probably during the final one when it's like less of a time limited thing. But yes, these are all like my miscellaneous things. So I got these little like cute little flower hooks. I got beetles. I like beetles. I'll remind you in the DM then. Yes, please. I got some Uma Musume stuff, and I could never. This is so frustrating, right? My favorite Uma now, I've determined, is Montekana Tannhauser, right? Otherwise known as Mambo, right? I love Mambo. Cause we Mambo, Omotsuri, Mambo. I love her so much. And this was the only Mambo merch that I found. But I was like, okay, I like other Umas too. So this is, I got Kita-san, I got Bakshin, like a little Bakshin, standee. And then I got the Tokai Teo anime outfit. Obviously I had to buy magic. I bought a magic pack. And then I got this. This was super cute because it was like a little standee with Umas and you could customize the Umas on it. Didn't have Mambo, unfortunately, but I did Kita-san, Oguri, and Haru, because you can't not root for Haru Orara, in my opinion. Anyway. And this El Condor Pasa keychain as well. Got some Final Fantasy stuff. Oguri cap. Got this little like moth, a Luna moth pin as well. This was funny. So there was like a gachapon stand at Otakon. But the thing is that there wasn't actually the gacha machine, so you could just reach in and pick what you wanted. So I was like, oh my god, I'm finding the Roughlite macaron in his little like coin case or something. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it, but yeah. I gotta go get going now. Have a great rest of the stream. I'll watch it. I'm gonna get home. Thank you, Creevy, for stopping by. I know you're busy today, so it really means a lot that you're here, that you were able to pop in, say hi, and I could still gush about Love in Deep Space with you. How'd you get into VTubing? I got into VTubing because of Hololive, basically. I think that's like kind of similar. So I specifically like, hi Galmorzu! Thank you so much for stopping by! El Condor is my current favorite. Yeah, El Condor Pasa is really, I like her personality. But specifically, Kiara's my Oshi, and Kiara's the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try and get into VTubing as well. Real quick, is because I saw a clip of her where she was, she received a super chat from a supposed cancer patient who was like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm very happy that I'm able to spend my last few days watching you. And it just warmed my heart, her response, because she's like, you're a phoenix, you're gonna be reborn, kind of thing. So she's really sweet, and that's how she became my favorite. I'm like, you know what, maybe I should try this whole VTubing thing, because I've always wanted to try streaming, but I never wanted to be like a face cam streamer, because I'm very self-conscious about my face. So that's a long short of it. I also got a little Senshi keychain. I forget the name of it, but this specific creator had a lot of like bearded dragons, lizards, and stuff like that. Some lore about me is I actually used to have a bearded dragon, passed away a few years ago now, but he was our little buddy in the house. Like anytime you had any problems, I guess, to complain about, you needed somebody to listen, you just go over to the bearded dragon. And the bearded dragon was different. The bearded dragon was like indifferent whatsoever, but he was the little buddy that you talked to, so I miss him. I miss my bearded dragon, and so does my mom. So I got her a little bearded dragon sticker. Anytime I see any bearded dragon stuff, I feel like obligated to get it because it makes me think of my little beardy. And then I also got this Narga Monster Hunter standee, or not standee, like figure, small figure. It was the last one. Because a few years ago at AB I missed out because they didn't have, I saw a Lucent Narga one, and I was like, oh, I'll buy it like, oh, I didn't have time to buy it, so I'm like, maybe I'll get it tomorrow. And by the time I stopped by the next day, they were sold out. So I saw the Narga one. I was like, it's mine. I need it. So I took it. It's mine now. It's mine now. Yeah, I like Narga. That's probably my favorite monster in Monster Hunter. So yeah, lots of little goodies here. This is all of my Hololive and Honkai Star Rail stuff that I got. So Kiara, the Bow Bows for my Ita bag, the Kiara card case that I mentioned. I got some pins. This came in a mystery pack actually, so I got Black Swan, Silver Wolf, and March. And then I also got the Pom Pom one. I love Pom Pom. And Pom Pom, if you bought the Pom Pom one, you got a card. I'm a sucker now for cards apparently, so I was like, give me the card. Yeah. And then Firefly's my digital wife. Don't tell my real wife. We're illegally married in 52 states. That's right, 52. Don't tell Skiddo. Stuff like that. So I got some Firefly stuff. And then these are various different like little banners that I got. So this is like a little... What's cool or interesting about what's very cool and interesting about cons is that they always have these little banners that you can attach to your badge. And some people like really go all out for them. And sometimes you just get them for free with like your purchase. So these are the ones that I got. I got a Xavier one, I got a Raphael one, I got a Lethal Company one, which was funny because I feel like Lethal Company kind of fell off. So I still like enjoy the game, so I was like, I want that Lethal Company one. Just a Little Guy came with my shirt, my B shirt. Cat Girl Appreciator, and of course a Pom Pom fan club member, because I love Pom Pom. I showed this off already. This is my Xavier card collection. And now that's it. That was my Otakon, because then you know how the next week went for me, where I was trying to force myself through collabs where I was mostly sick. So that was fun. Oh shit. I hit a button. I hit a button. So now we're on to ANYC and All for One. With that, I am gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna finish eating, and just kind of rest my voice, drink some more water and stuff. Just because I have been talking for like 2 hours straight, so I just want to make sure that I have enough time for that. Yeah, so bathroom break. We'll resume on this. It's like the break in intermission. Intermission. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. But I need to take a little break. My voice is tired. I need to eat food. And then we'll jump right back into it. So I'll see you quickly. I'll see you eminently. Be back very soon. Sorry, I'm back. Wait, shit, I forgot my medication. Fuck, never mind. 1 second. That was funny. Honey forgot to get me. I forgot to take my medication. Drugs. We love drugs. I can still hear her voice. Welcome back, everybody. Scatter! God. I don't think I could do 2 long marathon streams like this. I'm glad next is just a movie watch along. God. Crazy concept. I haven't spoken this much in so long. But here we are. Wow. 5 minutes really feels like 2 weeks, huh? Because now we're at a... Welcome back, my chat. Oh, honeybees, my little honeybee hive. But yes, wow, 6 minutes feels like 2 weeks, because now we're talking about ANYC, Anime NYC in New York, now 4 days. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So, if you don't know, one of the things that you go to the train station to go into New York. Silver Strapnel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hive. Now you get a note for whenever I go live. If you to join the Discord, it's super easy. I Discord in the chat to talk to fellow bees. Thanks again, friend. This really is a treat. All the best to you and stay super sweet. Thank you for the follow. I'm realizing I once again did not plug myself. And I should plug this in the... Let me plug this somewhere. I want to plug this in the Holo servers real quick. Hello, honey. Hello, BWE. Boisou. Yippee! Silver Strapman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hive. Now you're gonna note it from whenever go live. Feel free to join the Discord. Super easy. A Discord in the chat to talk to fellow beasts. Thanks again, friend. This really is a treat. All the best to you and stay super sweet. Oh god, my voice is getting a little tired. Okay. So, one of the things when you're going into New York is that the trains are always very easy. There's a lot of train systems. And look what I found as I was arriving in New York. Maybe this guy with the giant Grem plush is also going. I got 20 minutes, won't leave till then, but I gotcha. Alright, no problem, man. Maybe this giant Grem plush guy was also going to at least All for One. Crazy concept. But yeah, it was open on Thursday this time, which is the 21st. So Thursday was mainly a shopping day because only the Artist Alley and Expo Hall were open, not anything else. So I rushed to the Hololive booth. The Hololive booth was giving away a free Hololive card game card, which had all of the girls who were performing in Synchronize, I think. The Hololive World Tour. You know, Callie, Narissa, I'm sorry. What gave you that idea? Crazy concept. I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry. I did not actually go to the world tour performance. I was trying to budget myself, and the tickets were kind of expensive for the world tour after I've already, you know, was gonna go to AFO both days, going to ANYC, was at Otakon, was at the Keiki concert, the OshiSpark concert, I mean. So, yeah, I was, I've committed a sin as a Hololive fan. I did not go to the Hololive World Tour, panel, or the performance at ANYC on Friday. Forgive me! But I rushed to the Hololive booth, and I got the stamp card, and I got the free promo card. Alright, this was the funniest shit ever. This is the artwork of Curtis Langhan, and if you notice right here, my ANYC con buddy is Elzenite, and we've gone together for the past few years now. He pointed this out to me, like, honey, that's an off-brand you. I'm like, what? It's a beekeeper riding an ankylosaur. I'm like, holy shit, that's nuts. So, that's crazy. Hope to get one of these too. Yeah, so if you want to buy one, the art of Curtis Langham, you can look it up, of course. But I think it's I don't have any official merch, but that's so funny. I'm not sure if they're here, but I did mention, like I shamelessly self-plugged myself to the artist. I'm like, hey, is that a beekeeper riding an ankylosaur? It's like, oh, yes it is. I'm like, have you heard of this bouncy bee-loving ankylosaur dinosaur Vtuber named Honeysaur? He's like, oh, no, I haven't. I'm like, it's a honeybee-themed ankylosaur. Shameless plug. I'm like, I need that print. Did you say this con ain't big enough for the both of us? No, I did not. But no, I shamelessly plugged myself. I'm like, hey, you should check out this VTuber, because they're a dinosaur. But also I'm a sucker for good paleo art. No, I haven't, wink wink. No, he's like, oh no, I never heard it. I'm like, you should look it up. Here's the Twitch channel. It's like, oh my, I like showed him my Twitter or something, and he's just like, oh wow, they seem really neat. Like, I'll check them out. So, Curtis, if you're here, that was me. Don't rat me out. And if you're not here, well, screw you. Taking my branding. But I am a sucker for good paleo art, as they call it. I'm gonna rat you out. You're gonna go to Curtis and be like, fuck you, Curtis. Stealing Honeysaur branding. No, not really. No, but I'm honestly a big sucker for paleo art. So this is the first time I've ever seen paleo art at, like, actual full paleo art and not just like pins, of like dinosaurs. And they're all original too. Like, obviously this one is like a ceratopsid, like kind of being used as a bit like a camel. We got some raptors here, but like, it's just so cool the way that he integrates, you know, like hobbies with what if dinosaurs still lived. Oh, so Honey was the giant rectangle girl who introduced me to Honeysaur. How nice. Curtis, probably. Yeah. So, I needed that. But obviously I had to buy it. Like, how could I not? But he was stealing my branding. How dare you steal my branding? Just joking. Wait, who's Honeysaur? Yeah, no idea. These were some funny stickers that I found. Boko's Bintin. The Shiori. With the Seigex. Such a sweet little rectangle. Shiori with the Seigex nosebleed was very funny. We have the Beirus Kiss, Fumamoko. Yeah. This is kind of why I'm pointing it out, because I know a lot of people here are big fans of paleo themed things. I am not aggressive! Yeah. But there's a lot of people who are fans of dinosaur art here, and this was probably some of the best dinosaur art I have ever found. And again, it's the first time I've ever really seen full paleo art at a convention, so if you want to get yourself some prints, some stickers, whatever, the quality was really nice. So yeah, definitely check him out. Screw you, Curtis, if you're not here. But, no, we love your work. And then we had this. I wanted to point out this specifically was the only Mambo fan art thing that I found. The only Mambo fan art was Mambo. Just because we all watch Dinosaur VTubers doesn't mean we all like dinos. Oh, my bad. You know, just in case though. I won't rat you out. But yeah, I found all these stickers very funny. Like, you have Haru Arara being surrounded in all the grass that the fans bought her. Mood great. Bakshin. But yeah, this was the only Mambo thing I found. I was so upset. There's always like freaking... There's not enough Uma Musume stuff. It sucks. With Mambo in it. Anyway. So, Mambo. And to Danny, if you want to buy any of these stickers. This is one of my biggest regrets, but I couldn't justify another Monster Hunter print. But look at these Monster Hunter prints. Like, they're framed so well. It's amazing. So, are those for skateboards? No, they're just prints. But they later, I think it's just like a catalog of prints at the moment. But it was really cool. You could get them as posters or wall scrolls, and they had a whole bunch of Monster Hunters on it. So, yeah, these are fantastic. Wanted to give this person a shout out because I didn't buy anything. I held myself back because I didn't really want to have to bring a whole bunch of big prints back. But pretty freaking amazing, huh? And if you're interested, obviously you can buy them online. So, glorious art. I actually did read, this is why I stayed up late for the presentation so I could find the artist name. So just in case you want to buy it and be like, honey, I want to buy this art. Honey, I want to buy this art. It's like, you can. Go back in the presentation. The name's right there. Don't tell me I didn't do my job properly. I did. I stayed up late for this. Anyway, so yeah, Monster Hunter. Tell them Honeysaur sent ya. Yeah, gave me the little shout out right in the notes like Honeysaur sent me. Honeysaur gave you a shout out. So me and EnVtuber got home. He proceeded to torture my pom-pom plushie. And we both, because this was at the official, this is the first time that Honkai Star Rail actually did an official booth at ANYC. So I was super hype about that. He proceeded to torture my pom-pom plushie. And we also got these little origami bird blind bags. If you notice something about these origami blind birds, is that this one and this one are the same, and then this one and this one are the same, and then this one and this one are the same, and then this one and this one are the same. We got 4 of the exact same ones. And then we eventually got different ones, but it's still hilarious. Like, how did we end up with 4 out of 5 being the exact same ones? The coincidences are fine. Also, I'm not an advertisement for Sharpie. I just had my Sharpie pens there, sorry. But yeah, he tortured my pom-pom, and we got burbs. Next day. Thursday, I will say Thursday and Friday are kind of gonna be a little bit shorter just because, what's it called? because we kind of checked out early in terms of like the con ended and we wanted to go home, sleep. Because AFO was gonna be really late. But yeah, look, a Ponyo cosplayer! I have never seen a Ponyo cosplayer, so this was like, oh my god! Like I said, Ponyo is my hidden gem Studio Ghibli movie, my favorite. I know there's a lot of Studio Ghibli ones, but this is the one that I grew up with, sort of. Or it's like, not grew up with, but it's the one that I watched like multiple times over and over again. I watched Ponyo so many times. I don't know, there was something about it, like the graphics, the jellyfish. I like jellyfish. It was just very fun. As you know, I'm into magic now. I got these custom magic cards that were made by GF Pasquale, if you want to buy some. We also put in a whole bunch of suggestions. So I'm like, you should make dinosaurs, you should make treasure tokens, you should do all this. He's like, oh, like making a list of like all of the Magic the Gathering cards we want to see him make. But these were, he's specifically a watercolor artist. So I'm a big sucker for watercolor. First of all, I hate painting. Sorry to hear about your diagnosis. It's terrible. It drains money out of my wallet. But yeah, watercolor artist. I'm a big sucker for watercolor because I don't like painting, but if I do paint, it's like with acrylics or oil paints. I never was able to master watercolor, so watercolor is definitely one of the ones that really is like a wow factor to me. So these were some of the prettiest land cards that I've seen, so I was like, I want these. Yeah, they're really pretty. They are very, very pretty. These are some prints that are by Bryce Kjell. We actually did a decent bit of shopping for friends, so this is not my print, but I did want to show off the detail that is in the foil of it, where it's not just like, here's the foil, like, and just slap foil over it. It's textured, and you can see you kind of used it as like a shading technique within it. So it's like these swab blue here, you can see the gold printed foil as Ho-Ohs here. I think it's very tasteful, you know, very tasteful foil. I love things that are shiny, but especially when it's like this great. And then specifically I wanted to zoom in on this Freerin print, which has not only is foil, but it's like raised texture too, which was pretty insane for a print. These prints were hella expensive. They were like $100 each. But yeah, I'd say like there's a reason why they're so expensive, and it's like the foil has purpose. Yeah, exactly. And it had like raised textures in too. So it was like really, really cool. So expensive prints, but I'd say, you know, if this is like a series you really like or whatever, they're really worth it. I was painting while you were streaming yesterday. No foil though. No shiny. No shiny. It's okay. But yeah, just something I wanted to point out, that these prints are amazing and expensive, but expensive for a reason, because they're tasteful. Anyway. Wow, crazy concept. Another thing that happened on Friday was there was the Love and Deep Space cosplay meetup, and holy shit, it was a shit show. Not to put it lightly, but you can see all the crowd here is that we didn't even, like, I barely got to see any of the cosplayers. And I also missed the Xavier segment, which was terrible. Apparently the Xavier segment, they were like rushing through it, to be honest. But it was very busy. But what's nice about the Love and Deep Space cosplayers is a lot of them were giving out freebies and stuff like that. So like free art prints or like little postcards, photo cards, you know, charms, bracelets, whatever, keychains. So this Caleb cosplayer specifically, I was like, oh my god, your Caleb cosplay is really good. And they gave me like a little bracelet, which was really nice. So a whole bunch of these fans, as crazy as it looks, were very, very nice. I will say though, apparently, just because I think they're still looking into it, somebody had their bag stolen with like, that had like merch and stuff in it, and their cell phone stolen at this, which is really fucking shitty of somebody to do, is like steal other people's stuff, especially when it's just like a happy occasion. So, you know, I think the thief got like basically identified and I don't want to say like punished, but they might be from ANYC, like banned at least. I don't know. But yeah, not the best. I think they could have given us a larger space for it, number one. Number two is that, like, again, some people are just shitty and taking stuff, so it kind of took away from the experience. Well, so many people. There was one other thing I wanted to say. Also, I was hoping that they would post the public photos that were taken by like the official camera people, like the people who organized the meetup. They did not. We're on Friday. We're still on Friday. This is Friday. But some people had like really cool cosplays. Like this is a leather, or at least faux leather cosplay. There was security, but nobody, like, again, we're packed like sardines, so. And if you're stealing just like a quick little tote bag, like, you could just like ball it up, shove it in your bag, and nobody will notice. Like, little objects are easy to steal, unfortunately. So, anyways. Afterwards, I met up with some friends that I had made at Otakon, and we had KBBQ. Can't go wrong with KBBQ and soju. Definitely love soju. I really like soju. Soju's my favorite drink of choice, but it was nice to meet up with some friends that it's like I had met before at Otakon, and then some new friends too, and being like, oh my god, and just hang out, eat food, eat real food. Because I think ANYC should get the reputation specifically. I have to clock in, hope to catch you before you end today, but it's unlikely. Alright, no problem, Rain, thank you so much for stopping by. Arm reveal? Yeah, my arm, yeah. Oroko's gonna slowly like put together pictures of my body. But yeah, meeting up with friends is cool. And I will say, like, ANYC is the best con in terms of not going hungry and actually eating quality food. Because not only, you're in New York, first of all, you're in New York, so any good food is like a quick subway ride, a quick taxi ride, or even just a walk away. I was in human form. I was using my human form, okay? I had to disguise myself. You know, if I walk around as a dinosaur in public. Together. Hi, Feared! Oh, Feared, thank you so much for your donation yesterday. I don't think you were here, but I wanted to say hi. And thank you for that. James, hello, how are you doing? But ANYC, again, best food. They have like a little food hall with a whole bunch of different food stall vendors. They also have like an actual food court at the bottom floor that has like various different food. They have Korean food, they have Mexican food, they have like Indian, they used to have Indian food. I'm pissed they got rid of the Indian food, and the Indian food was really good. How could they get rid of the Indian food? But yeah, they also have like you know, like classic con food, like burgers, chicken, whatever. But like, it's definitely a con where it's like, at least with like other cons, like I've forgotten to eat and stuff like that, and I like you have to leave the con hall, you have to go somewhere far to like eat decent food. No, like there's decent food here. There's decent food at Anime NYC. I stand by it. ANYC is probably my favorite con. I really enjoyed Otakon this year, but I think ANYC just has a special place in my heart for how many good memories I have around it. Piece together honey like she's made of Legos. Good, how are you? Yeah, doing good. We're talking about ANYC right now. Okay, we are now on Saturday. Because after this, the con call was closed. I know there's like panels and stuff and after parties and whatnot, but I just kind of, because I was going to AFO for both days, I was like, I just want to go home, kind of thing. So we went home so we could, you know, get some good sleep, whatever. And funny enough, actually, on Friday, that's when I ended up watching K-pop Demon Hunters. I was like, I want to see the hype around this movie, so I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and it was, I think for me it was just overhyped. But I think the reason why it was overhyped for me is because I saw so much art of it in like Otakon, ANYC, that's like, oh, this must be a really good movie. It's fine. It's a PG movie. It's a good concept, good feeling. I guess, you know, this is my problem, is I just like expect more out of movies that are hyped, and it's like, eh. Still haven't watched it, probably not gonna. You probably don't need to. I would say at least though the songs are pretty catchy. Like they're very K-pop. If you like K-pop songs. The songs are very good. But yeah. Day 3, I encountered a lot of Zenless Zone Zero cosplayers. Which, by the way, honey, how many fucking gachas do you play? A lot, okay? Leave me alone. I'd say ZZZ is the one I take the most casually. I don't actually like log in every day. Like Starbrew, I always log into, but ZZZ I kind of leave a little bit whenever I'm feeling like playing or not. So this is actually a Howl cosplayer, which is super neat. Howl is the one who gives you like the newsstands and gives you these little like lucky tickets. And what was cute is that this cosplayer was like, here, you can scratch a ticket, and if you win, like I can, you know, you get a prize. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. So I mean, definitely con goers are the kind of people that are like, here, take free stuff. Take free stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a very, like, artistic interpretation of Howl, but it's still cute. Like, and so I scratched it, and I didn't win, but they were like, as a compensation prize, here's a Jolly Rancher, which is cute. This one is also super cute. This was funny. This is a Bagboo cosplayer. And then this is a Ben Bigger is his name. Ben Bigger, also from ZCC, and they also gave me like a little scratch card. They didn't give me anything for like winning the scratch card, but it was still like cute. I was like chasing them down. I'm like, wait, can I have a quick picture of you? Like, it's so cute. And they were like, oh, you play ZZZ? I'm like, yeah, I play a bit. So it's pretty cool to see like more. I think actually what I want to point out is like there's no right way to do cosplay. Like there are people who really like dress up. Kipia, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. There's no right way to do cosplay, and what I mean is like it's all up to artistic interpretation. Like you can tell this one is very like homemade. Like somebody definitely like cut up a box and like cut it out, but like that's part of like the homemade effort of cosplay, you know? Like, it's an artistic interpretation. You don't have to look exactly like the character. You don't have to put in the color contacts if you don't want to. Cosplay is basically for everyone, you know? So, if you're thinking about cosplaying, give it a try. I know specifically for me, I'm not particularly into the cosplay, but after Otakon, meeting new friends, going to ANYC and seeing all these like amazing cosplayers and different stuff, it's like, huh. Maybe I should give it another shot. So, who knows? I'll think about it. I gotta think about who to cosplay, though. But yeah. That was my, hey, maybe you should try cosplay if you're interested, spiel. These are some other amazing foil prints that I found. Also $100. Also very expensive. But look how much detail goes into it. My friend who really likes One Piece, we sent them this picture. This is Jinx Hideaway from Arcane, and then we have 2 free-run prints here as well. And again, it's very much like the foil serves a purpose, where it's like, oh, here's birds, here's the shooting stars, here are the petals, you know? This is like, I think that's very tasteful. Again, crazy concept. So that's that. What's also funny, this is something that I want to point out. is that I got a message from Skiddo on Saturday where she was like, hey, honey, there was some more stuff I want to buy. Can you buy it for me? And I was like, oh, absolutely. Give me a list. And it was like 3 different things. I was like, I got you. So this is the Skiddo bag. This is the Skiddo bag of everything I bought for Skiddo. So there's some Saba here. There's some Simbali Rudolph. Like, you can tell it's for my wife. And then this is also where I got my sticky notes that I used for the Donathon. I really like these sticky notes. I want to get more. I just love how, like, Senchi's just, like, so proud. So, yeah, this is where I got my sticky notes from. Okay, this was really cool. This was a booth called the Remy Star Productions. They work with Hololive and some other, other VTuber companies. Specifically, they make a whole bunch of plushies where, like, the plushies can actually, like, sit well. And they were giving away these free para balloons. They were giving away these free para balloons if you followed them on Twitter. So I followed them on Twitter and I got my para balloon because I was like, oh, where do I get these para balloons? I want one. And they also have this chair as well, which was very comfortable in, and I took pictures and I wanted to look very smug. So here's my mistake though that I made this weekend is that I thought the All For One concert started at like 8 p.m. I was so wrong. It started at like 6. So the Bao Baos, yes, the Bao Baos. It started at 6, and I was waiting in line because I had won the lotto for Studio Trigger. And if you don't know Studio Trigger is they made Kill la Kill, they made Panty and Stocking, a couple of them worked on Dungeon Meshi. So I was like, I really want to get this autograph. So I ended up actually being a little bit late to AFO because I was getting this autograph, but look how worth it is. This man drew this drawing in like 2 minutes for me, which was really nice. So, can't complain. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Anyways, All For One! This is my view for All For One. We had a lot of tall people. Not enough Wawas. This is Jinro. If you don't know Jinro, Jinro is a very, big... Jinro is a very big, KFP. He has multiple Ita bags. He carries Wawas everywhere. Everyone blames him for the reason last year that the King's Leader took so long. To like get everybody in. But yeah, All For One, day 1, great. I missed, funny enough, when I arrived to All For One, the only thing I had missed was the beginning section, which is the freeze section. So I just rewatched that on my phone later that night. But for All For One specifically, day 1, very, very good. We were sitting behind these like couple of guys who were really tall, and I was like, I'm not an asshole, but I kind of am, and I'm like, hey, you're really tall, can you like move or like switch or whatever? And one of them, the specifically really tall guy actually moved into an aisle seat and then like stood more in the aisle so me and Skiddo could see, because Skiddo and I are more petite, as we say, kind of thing. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, All For One. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Very good. I wish I had more to say about it, but it was just like, you were closer than me. Yeah, I was in row double Q. Double Q. But yeah, went home. Went home after day 1. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very, very honest about All For One is that, especially for day 1, I was not... I really liked it, obviously. Kiara did a mix-up of Mirage, or not Mirage, Perfume into Tasty, which was really good. But I think some of the hype... Was there a row double W? I think there might have been. I believe it. Anyway. I think because I was in I saw Breaking Dimensions, and unfortunately a lot of very hype members graduated between the time for Breaking Dimensions and All for One. It made it a little less magical for me, I guess. At least for day one, I was like, yeah, that was a good concert. It was still good. I will say, thoughts completely changed on day two, but we'll talk about day two. We're now on Sunday. If you know anything about me, I love gacha. So we got Uma Musume Pretty Derby stuff, and I sent this to Skiddo. I really wanted the Oguri cap and like a few other ones, but mainly like Oguri cap. I wanted Tokai Teo. So we ended up doing 10 rolls and we split them amongst ourselves. And thankfully we were able to get Symboli Rudolph for Skiddo, because that's her favorite, and I was able to get Teo, at least. I think Teo and McQueen specifically, because I like their ship. Anyways, moving on. One of the great things about the Aegis Link booth is that they had this little claw machine where you could win these little microfiber clocks. I didn't realize, though, that they were partnered with several other very popular VTubers. So this is Reika. Reika's a popular Japanese VTuber. She was doing live karaoke. And these Hololive fans were just vibing as she was karaokeing and like doing a whole bunch of dancing. And then also Pia P and I don't know who this VTuber is, I'm sorry, but there was a meet and greet and there was like a huge line just to meet Pia P, which was like super cool. But it was kind of cool to just see people vibing, so they were like dancing and stuff like that. Shuba! So they were like dancing. Do I have a video? Yeah, I took a video. The Aegis singing, please. So they were vibing. Yeah, they have a very good dynamic, so as I was waiting for this, as I was waiting for the claw machine, this was fun to listen to. Or Otakon, I don't know, but I always forget her name. Yeah, but yeah, pretty cool just to watch. One thing I didn't realize though is that ANYC has like a gaming hall, and I knew they always had like a gaming hall, but specifically the gaming hall this year was in its own separate room. I hadn't visited it before. And it was like its own con there by itself, which is crazy. So I found these like Hamtaro charms, and I was like, oh my god, I messaged Kiddo, I'm like, are these that's the hamster game you play? The portal pinball, yeah. So, damn, you really went everywhere, and you were just in one day. I feel like I was really taking my time with it, so. But yeah, I was standing in line waiting to play a rhythm game, and this guy in P.O., is that Kirby? Yeah, there's Kirby, there's Pikachu. But I was like more interested in the hamsters, because I was like, oh my god, Skittle plays this game. I was wearing, obviously a happy for Kiara, and this guy comes up to me and is like, that's Kiara, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you should subscribe to Yukino Shita Pio. And gave me a whole pamphlet as to why I should subscribe to Pio. And he had a whole bunch of these pamphlets that he was giving out, which was crazy. I was just like, god damn, okay. But I guess like, you know, I'm happy for her to have like a fan so dedicated where it's like he's handing out pamphlets about like, you should subscribe to her, which is super cute. Yeah. So I was also in the gaming hall. I played this game, Colossi, which was super cool. I want to say that I felt a bit... We'll do a brochure for you. You don't have to do a brochure. I left all my Honeysaur pamphlets at home. Oh no. This game was really fun. Nobody was like at his booth, and I like sat down like, okay, teach me how to play your game. And as I like sat down and he was like teaching me how to play the game, and we were playing the demo, like a whole bunch of people like swarmed over and like started asking about his game, and he actually like sold a box, which was like super cool for him. He was super nice. I had him sign the inside of my box top, which was pretty neat. This was an Astra cosplayer. I really like this staff that she made because it looks really nice. Definitely I have more admiration for cosplay when it's like more homemade. Granted, not everybody can do that, but like when it's a homemade cosplay, you can like tell they put like effort into it. Not to say like people who just buy cosplay don't put effort into it, but like there's a lot of like charm, like handmade charm, I guess, to it being made. It being made by yourself, you know? Yeah, so it looks really nice. There was also this game called Letter Spam. Shocker, I broke it. Was spamming and then it shut down for some reason, so I thought it was funny, so I was like, I broke it. I'm gonna take a picture. I broke it. It's like a, as you would expect, it's like a letter spamming game, but it's well, we broke it. RIP game. Now we were at All for One Day 2. Did you do 500 words per minute? No, I don't like letters games like that because it basically is just keyboard smash. It's like a keyboard smash game. I didn't like it that much, to be honest, but... Hololive English, All for One Day 2. I'd say Day 2 was a lot more hype for me in terms of like the song list. Like we had Kiara and Iris singing Chimera, which is one of my favorite songs of Kiara. And what's funny is that Iris is now Skiddo's new Oshi, Hololive Oshi, now that Gura graduated. So we were like, I was jumping up and down and I was like holding Skiddo's hand as we were both pen lighting, and I was like, this is so great! So that was really exciting. I love Kiara. And then another one that like I was really hyped by and excited by was Crony. Crony sang Do You? Which is like an older Kiara song, but that was like amazing. There were so many. I would say Day 2, if you only buy like tickets to one day of like the streaming tickets, I'd say Day 2 is better, personally. I'm sorry, Orelco, I know you bought specifically just Day 1, but Day 2 was really good. And then, like, another thing I want to point out is that Callie did a mix of her songs, like, together, and she started with End of a Life, which is a very heartfelt song, I think. So, I think that's pretty cool. And I was getting like a little teary during that as well. Bibu did not Bibu tax everybody. Thank God. But yeah, me and Skiddo took our classic VTuber selfie together. Funny enough, I found this funny as I was walking. I found the pan flip guy. I found the pan flip guy who was spreading the Yukino Suta Pio propaganda. So I was like, are you the guy who gave me the pan flip? He's like, yeah, there's an after party going on. And I'm like, oh no, maybe not. I have to do stuff on Monday, so I can't stay out late, kind of thing. But it was kind of funny. It's like, he's the guy. That's the guy. You know. And then I met up with some friends. The friends I specifically met up with were the ones who went to the Keiki concert with me, and we got some food. Mr. Brochure. Yeah, we got, and this is half a watermelon full of soju. It was good. It was very yummy. Let's talk about the merch I got. I kind of divided it into like Hololive merch and VTubers. She's wholesome if that's what you're into. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check her out. I do have my comfort streamers, I'm gonna be honest. Like, for example, like Creevy was here. Alright, fine, I'll subscribe. Did the pamphlet convince you? Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I just haven't had the opportunity to check her out lately. But I know, like, for specifically like my comfort streamer when it comes to like late night stuff is always Creevy. She starts streaming at like 9 p.m. ET, 9 or 10 p.m. ET, which is always like super nice. So she's like a late night streamer for me. So this is some of the free stuff and stuff I purchased that was like Hololive related. Wow, I got a lot more Kiara stuff this time. I got another box of Blooming Radiance, open for the Kiara SP card. I also met up with this guy who I bought some Ayame pins from, and this is the one I really wanted, which was the hand-signed Mint and Ayame button badge, so I got that one. I'd like to point out the Cursed Taco. Amazing. This was actually the guy sitting in front of me on day one. Guy sitting in front of me on day one, and then these are the free, I did it twice. These were the free, like, things that I won in the Brain Game Machine. The Cursed Taco. It's so amazing, what are you talking about? This was my Uma stuff that I got. So I got some more El Condor Pasa. I have the Mambo keychain, some Haru Urara stuff, Teo, McQueen, Teo. Funny enough, the artist who did this one, the reason why Skiddo asked me to buy some stuff for her was the artist who did this one, and I'm forgetting the name of the artist. This is Sirius Symboli. She had ordered 2 Symboli Rudolphs and they gave her this one instead, so I had to go back and get her. And she's like, here, you could take one of these. Like, I'll take, like, I was like, oh, I can take one. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of her, but like, stuff is stuff. I'm gonna put it somewhere. She's like, yeah, take it. So, I have Sirius Symboli and it's McQueen. I also have a little Saiyan Sky. Stickers. It's just like one-off stickers in other anime, so Itoen was giving away free stuff because they sponsored ANYC. I got another little Senshi. Yeah, this stuff. When I visited the Omocat booth and I bought stuff, this is what I bought. They gave you free stuff. There's my boy. And then I got some food Pokemon pins, so this is like Mapo Dofu, Magikarp, and Togepi Hong Kong egg tarts. And then I nicked this pin because it was just on a table and nobody's looking after it, so I'm like, I'm gonna take it. So I took it. This is my Hoyoverse stuff. What's funny is they had like a blind box where you could like pick some pins. I was hoping, and I was kind of like peeking a little bit, so the worker had to cover it up, but I got 3 characters I liked. Firefly, obviously. This is a gift for a friend, actually. And just more Firefly, the birds I already showed you. These were the magic cards that I purchased. So I have the planes, and I'm also building an Ashtola deck. So I bought some stuff for an Ashtola, and I also bought more stuff for my Dino deck. And then I like SpongeBob, so they have the SpongeBob Island, which is pretty rare, because I think that comes with the Secret Lab stuff, so I was like, I'm buying that. But I've been looking for this one for a while, which is Galta the Stampede Tyrant. He's a really good. When Galta Stampede Tyrant enters the battlefield, you can put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. So you could basically like just dump your entire hand onto the battlefield, which is super neat. This is a Lord of the Rings themed Explorer, which was super cool, so I was like, I'm gonna get that. And I think the most expensive card here is Kefka's Tower, which is a game changer, or otherwise known as Bolus's Citadel. You can look at the top card of your library at any time. You can play and cast lands from the top of your library. If it casts this way, put an equal life. Like, it's really good for an Ashtola deck, which is a spell slinger deck. And this makes no sense to people who play Magic, but basically, play more cards. This is all my Love and Deep Space stuff. I got a lot of Love and Deep Space stuff. So I got stickers, acrylics, and then all of my photo cards. Oh, by the way, and then this is the card that I got for Hololive. But yeah, these are all my photo cards here that I got. I was so angry at this guy. He wouldn't let me pick one. He wouldn't let me just like pick it. So I got these three, and thankfully I also got the Xavier one that I wanted, but I was like, man, I just want Xavier. It's like, nope, you gotta buy it. Unfortunately, I ended up with, I didn't get a Silas, unfortunately, but at least I got a Raphael. But yeah, we got three Zanes, so I'm like, can I please trade? And he's like, yeah, you could trade one, I guess. I'm like, you should have just let me pick it. I would have paid more money for just to buy a single fucking card. You know, to buy the card that I want. So my album is set. My album is ready. And that's it for the presentation. I wish I could have talked a little bit more about All for One, but I know the streaming tickets are still available for people, so definitely go check those out. I'm also kind of like running out of steam, so I might take a small break before we jump into the Frozen watch along. But I gotta get that set up. How this is going to work, if you are on YouTube, this stream is going to end. You are then welcome to go to the next stream over. You're welcome to go to the next stream over. I have to set up a Discord room so that we can actually all watch the movie together. If you so actually want to watch the Frozen the movie, I fucking hate that movie, but we're doing it anyway. But yeah, this YouTube stream is going to end. What was the thesis? This stream is going to end. You can then hop over to my next stream, which is the Frozen sing along watch along, aka Kill Me Now stream. Which is on my channel, so you can go ahead and pop over there, and we'll try and I will momentarily get everything working. We are on schedule almost, so I'm very happy about that. And for Twitch, this stream is going to end, and I'm immediately going to restart it. So stream is going to end. I'm gonna retitle it, and then we're gonna restart. So if you're on Twitch and you're not on YouTube, you can just hang tight. You don't have to do anything. Alrighty? So I will see you in a few minutes over on the second stream for YouTube, and right back here if you're on the Twitch channel. So go ahead and go click over there, and I'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching my presentation, and I'll be with you shortly.